Alright, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a fight review. So we're going to UFC Fight Night Brasilia. We're going to the flyweight division on the prelims. Maryna, the Iron Lady Moroz, coming in 9-3, taking on Mayra Bueno Silva, coming in 6-0. So these two come out in the first round. Silva started going low with the low kicks and push kicks. Moroz mixed up the hands to head and body, also mixed in a few low kicks of her own. Silva, anytime they clinched, she got the better of the clinch. Moroz started picking up the volume as the round went on. At about the 3:13 mark, Moroz caught a kick by Silva to take her down, and the rest of the round finished off with Moroz working G&P within the full guard of Silva. Second round, an early takedown attempt by Moroz was stuffed by Silva. More mixing of the hands to head and body by Moroz. Silva generally got the better of the clinch exchanges, except for there was one clinch exchange where Moroz landed like 3 or 4 straight uppercuts, but then Silva took the exchange back over. Trip takedown by Moroz at about the 2-minute 38-second mark. From there, Moroz passed a half guard and started landing heavy elbows. And that was pretty much the rest of the round, with Silva on her back, not really working any offense, just basically on the defense, eating elbows from Moroz. Okay. In the third round, Moroz started off really mixing her striking together. I mean, she was mixing the jabs, going head, body, body, head. Started mixing in the kicks as well with her hands. Like, she wasn't just throwing, single low kicks. She was mixing in the kicks with the hands. Really nice combinations. Silva, still though, the aggressor. Silva was the aggressor the entire fight, and she was still the aggressor in the third round, and she was throwing, everything heavy. Moroz tried to take down, but quickly let it go. Silva, again, going back to Moroz's shins with the kicks. A couple big shots landed for Silva, and she threw a few more calf kicks. Another Moroz takedown was then stuffed by Silva. After that, once they got back up, a big 1-2 landed by Silva, had Moroz hurt, who again shot for another takedown that was stuffed. More back and forth striking exchanges followed. And then a big clinch knee by Silva at the 4:10 mark opened up Moroz's forehead and had her hurt and backpedaling. Silva started pouring on the power shot. She was probably literally, but also still figuratively, smelling blood. So she started pouring on the power shots, looking for the finish. But Moroz started striking, Moroz started fighting back with about 20 seconds left, and the fight went to the judges. So the judges scored it 29-28 3 times for the winner by unanimous decision, Maryna Moroz. And this fight was the fight of the night bonus winner, which in my opinion, it was well earned. It was a damn good fight. Nice showing by Moroz. I thought she finally lived up to her boxing pedigree and showed solid striking fundamentals. I like the aggression by Silva, especially when she sensed the finish was available. She just started pouring it on. So congrats to Maryna Moroz on a hard-fought victory there. Okay, so things to work on. So I have down here for Silva. She needs to work on her ground game, particularly her bottom game. She got taken down and she looked lost off of her back. I don't know what gym she trains out of. I'd have to look that up, but she just looked completely lost on the ground, like she didn't know what to do. Maybe she's too used. I will say this. One thing Moroz did was she took her down away from the cage. So I would start working on the sweeps if I were Silva from there. Maybe she's used to trying to walk up the cage. I don't know. Another thing, like Veronica Macedo did earlier in the night, Silva kept putting power behind almost everything she threw, which then meant in this case that Moroz was able to counter everything fairly easily. So she needs to get her striking under control, learn when to throw the power, when not to throw the power. Which again goes back to, I mentioned earlier with Moroz, fundamentals. Work on striking fundamentals. And then finally, got to learn to cut off the cage. Moroz was able to circle around her the whole time. Silva kept coming, just walking straight forward, and Moroz was able to circle out around her every time. You got to learn to cut off the cage. Otherwise, fighters are just going to keep circling around you like that. For Moroz to work on, clinch work. You know, she kept putting her head down in the clinch and ate a knee every time. And that's exactly how her head got busted up. She spent too long in the clinch, she put her head down, ate a knee, boom, big cut on her forehead. Went home with stitches. She also needs to work on her low kick defense. You know, a lot of fighters are really starting to go towards the calves nowadays. Learn to check the low kicks. That'll cut that shit out real quick. And then finally, still needs to work on her takedowns. She only landed 2 out of 8. Now granted, when she landed the 2, Silva was down. So her takedowns were effective when she was able to get them. As for fights to make, for Silva, I'd like to see her matched up with someone who will stand and bang with her. I think Priscilla Caixeira would be a great fight. Both of them like to throw heavy hands. I think that would be an exciting fight while it lasts. I don't see that one going to the judges. As for Moroz, I'd like to see her fight someone in the bottom rankings. Either Poliana Botelho, who she was scheduled to face before, and then Moroz got hurt, or Molly McCann. I think that'd be a great fight between 2 boxing stylists. That'd be a very exciting fight. Anyway, that's all I have for this one. I thought it was a great fight. Certainly deserved fight of the night. Really excited by the improvements in Moroz's game. I think that the move to ATT combined with the move up in weight from strawweight to flyweight really just completely changed her game. I think she finally found a good coach that was right for her by, what's his name, Pahumpa, I want to say his name is. I think finding the right coach and also moving up to a weight class where she's not so depleted all the time really has done wonders for her. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated. And hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. And we'll see you next time.